Rumble Room, Beatdown Brown, Eddie B. Dirty, dirty, dirty,
Dirty, dirty,
dirty, dirty,
dirty,
dirty, dirty, dirty, dirty,
dirty, dirty,
dirty, dirty, dirty, dirty, dirty,
Tell the people more about the advantages of our product.
They never lose their cool.
Expand your mind. But I've got a better source of information.
dirty. Yeah. Dirty 30 Beatdown Brown. My man, cousin Eddie in the house. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, feeling good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm Gucci, brother. I'm Gucci. So
All right.
icy out this piece.
Let's get into it, kid.
Oh man, we gonna go into something here. Congratulations, but I don't know how long it's a congratulations for. Woo! Travis Scott. You brought this to my table right here.
Yes, sir.
Cemented his place in hip hop history by breaking the record for the highest grossing solo rap tour of all time after that Circus Maximus tour. This was for the Utopia album, and he brought in nearly 210 million and sold an impressive 1.7 million tickets across 4 continents, according to Billboard. And so that 78 show run that he did there, it actually went and eclipsed the Big Steppers tour. So he eclipsed Kendrick, which previously did 110 million. And, you know, it was like, okay, that's wild, man. And it's like, yeah, he did the thing. Now, it's behind stuff like it's behind stadium tours by folks like Drake, because Drake was doing consolidated tours.
Mhm.
So they're not counting those because those tours were multiple artists doing the doggone thing. But as a solo act, Homeboy went and knocked it out the park. You know what I'm saying? Doing his own thing by himself. And that's pretty fire. But between Mr. Kendrick Lamar going back around this, I don't know how long that's going to last, man. But
Records are meant to be broken, and K Dot then teamed up with fucking Cash App to do the tour, and I mean, it doesn't get any more hood than that, and I love it, and I hope, you know, nothing but success for this brother, man, when he start up his tour. Yeah, man. But Travis is that's a feat, and hats off to the young gunner, and yeah, man, he did his thing, man, and you know, he got a fan base, man. He's you know, he always does numbers on his own, and like you said, he's by himself doing this, which is crazy. But
yeah,
shout out to him, man.
Yeah, it's fire. And like you said, just rolling back over to going into Kendrick now with this tour coming up, man, with him and SZA. There's so many layers to the onion right now with this action right here. First of all, this was some wildness, like what's going on with Tyler. Tyler was up there, it's like, yeah, I rolled this album out. It seemed like I'm rolling out last minute. And by the way, here goes a massive tour right behind it, you know, going on. Well, Kenny did the same thing. He's up there, it's like, oh yeah, here go this mixtape, you know, hope y'all enjoyed it like that. And by the way, me and my sister are going on tour right now. And,
why not?
Yeah,
why not? Bring the new year in. Why not?
We need to bring it to y'all. We need y'all to see what's cracking. Y'all should enjoy this album. She's on 2 to 3 joints on here. You know, let's go ahead and do that. And by the way, you know, COVID shut down her tour before, so let's go ahead and fix that back up. She had a pretty hot album too, so yeah, go ahead and hear her action too. We gonna co-headline this one. And with all that said, it's like, yo, this is huge. But the biggest thing about it, I think I sent the young lady to y'all. I know I sent it on some of the other DMs, but a young lady was talking about, she's a performing artist. She's like, yeah, you know, I just came off a little micro tour myself, and I was partnered up with American Express, and that was great. She's like, but let's be honest, she's like, I'm an American Express person myself. That's all good, but that definitely with doing the pre-sales through American Express, that put a certain demographic
out
in my shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that's cool, but that's not necessarily who I wanted to rock with for my show. So homeboy sitting up there and be like, nah, give me Cash App because I literally need what the culture is feeling to be what's rocking all these shows. If you even look at some of the locations, like, I was a little bit upset because it's like, oh dang, you ain't coming to Cleveland, you coming to Pittsburgh, you going to Hershey. You're going to Hershey on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You want to lower the cost of that venue.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to lower the cost of the venue so you can lower the cost of the tickets. And I don't know if anybody is. Yes, it's a stadium tour. This is a big end tour, but he's purposely not hitting certain venues so he could keep the cost down, so he could bring in the crowd that he wants to bring in. And that's coming. It's like, oh, so you can't say it's always been a thing before. It's like, oh yeah, he talks about he's this much of hop and he's this much of culture, but look at who really listens to his music.
He's changing that. He's change that.
He's like, I could change it passively, or I could change it forcibly. And he's got to a point now. He's like, I'll go ahead and change it forcibly. Here you go. Here's how you get who you want in the stands. And it's wild. It's dope, man. But besides the fact that like it's a nice little tight tour, he ain't going all crazy or whatever, but he's petty. And it's funny because everything is a U.S. tour. It's an absolute, complete and total U.S. tour only, except for literally, at first it was one stop. Now we
got to double back.
Wait. We gonna get there. It was one stop, and he was going in Mr. Graham's neck of the woods in his backyard, and it's up there's like, oh, I'm gonna do a stadium there. To the point where the Blue Jays was up there's like, oh yeah, let's promote this because he's coming out here, and we need to make him feel welcome. But what makes it wilder is like, homeboy sold out a stadium in Toronto. Listen to this. Listen to what we're saying here. He sold out. He didn't sell out Powers Auditorium.
He sold out a stadium.
He didn't sell out the House of Blues. He didn't sell out Drake's Little Club. He sold out a stadium. It's up there's like, oh, we got to run around and we got to add a second date here because everybody didn't get to see you the first time. They're not going to get to see you. You need to put another date up. And that's wild.
That's not petty, man. That's just giving the people what they want.
Yeah, but for a dude to say, I get more love in your city than you do, I think Kendrick is proven.
Hey, man, he talking how he walking, man.
I'm saying Drake was up there telling Kendrick, I get more love in your city than you do. It's like, I think Kendrick said, I think Kendrick let you know he get more love in your city than you do. As he just literally sold out a stadium heading towards the second time. Heading towards the second time in your neck of the woods, man.
Like I said, it's all fun and games until the numbers come in. You actually get to see it and then realize there's nothing you can do, man. It's like he's trying to stop this wave. Like, bro, what are you trying to do, man? You trying to empty out the sea with a spoon? It's not gonna. You can't do it, son. Just sit back and try to catch the wave. Try to catch it and just go with it. But now, quit going against it, and that's what his old boy's issue is. He keep going against it. It's like, bro, you're a one-man show right now, literally. Yeah. Nobody's rocking with you no more. Nobody like how much he said for a feature. Yeah, I'm cool on that. I don't want to, like he radioactive right now. I don't want to touch that dude.
He said he'll come and do it for free. No, I'm still good on that.
Good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that kind of activity. I don't need that. And like cats up there burning sage after the phone call. Like,
what you mean? He can't get through. There's no direct lines no more. He's getting, hey man, call this number, leave a message. They putting them on standby. Like you don't get a direct, we got a direct call from. So yeah, you don't, not to patch him through directly anymore. Don't do that. Don't patch him in no more. So that's I think where he's at right now.
this is wild. But homeboy is it's a nice tight little tour. He done went and blew up your spot. And let's address the ignorance on this right now. Academics, top five, all them. Like, yo, if he really want to make it happen, he'll go through Toronto with no security. What kind of stupidity is that?
Who moves without security anywhere?
That's
that's that dumbness. Like you looking for problems, son. That's why I don't even fuck with dude like that. I don't even whatever you tell me what he said because I don't listen to him. None of that, man. He's just a little instigator. I'm cool on dude.
What's crazy to me is like it's not so much. This is when they tried to say about him having the police presence at his video shoot. It's like, do you understand how stuff works? You have to have that for the fact of being allowed to do it. Like,
yeah,
I could go right now. Me being small time, I can go shoot a video or I could go shoot a podcast in public right now, and nobody knows, nobody cares. But once I have a platform, Joe Rogan right now cannot go shoot a podcast in the middle of said event, no matter how big or small the event, because now it's a matter of public safety. It ain't about Joe Rogan's safety. This is not about Kendrick's safety. It's now folks is losing their mind. We got to have crowd control. We got to now make sure that people ain't just running up like, oh, I got to see him. I got to have my phone out to shoot him. Whatever. No, we have to have crowd control.
He's one of those guys who's always talking about street activities, man, but he never got off the porch. That's why I can't
Homeboy never leaves that basement. Top five. You came
off the case. Nobody like that, man.
Top five came off a case where he's up there's like, no, I'm an innocent man and I don't involve myself in street activities. But you talking real street right now. Wait. So we just go review your case, man. And this is what we were talking about before with the people that Drake is surrounding himself with. All these people look funny in the light, which is making you look funny in the light. It's like, you need to get your house in order and control this. Don't worry about suing everybody else for whatever else. You got a bunch of funny in the light looking people that got stuff going on, and they're your biggest supporters, your biggest cheerleaders. Like, could you please pipe down? I'm looking real weird right now. I need you to chill out. Yeah, this is crazy, but yeah, shout out to, like you said, them records being broken. Somebody said before, it's like, it gets to the point of they had, what was it, the 6 minute mile was the one thing that could never be broken before. And after it got broken, it just kept getting knocked down every other year. It was constantly somebody was up there knocking that record down. Travis went and did the numbers with that solo tour, and Kenny is up there's like, all right, that was cool. All right. I'm gonna go do this little piece with SZA, then I'm gonna drop this other album, and I'm gonna come back around for you. We gonna see what them numbers look like after that, because I'm gonna make it look crazy. And honestly, I looked at what homeboy somebody put up a video of what he makes from just streaming alone outside of his other business ventures and everything else. It might not even be a money thing for him right now. It might literally be being absolutely culturally relevant, even including the callbacks and everything when he got called out. What he did on this record with making sure, like we said a little bit ago when we talked about the GNX albums, up there's like, oh, you know what? I didn't shout out to Barrios. Let me make sure that they represented heavily on this joint. He could be like, you know what? Numbers is cool, everything's cool, but I'm gonna cap myself, like we said, with the Cash App deal and everything else, to make sure that after all the memories go, we know the fact of the matter is, if you go to any hood, they respect and they hearing me. They up there ringing me off.
I'm not trying to. I will never sit up here and ever try to figure out what this man is thinking or what his next move may be, what the next play, or speculate. I'll wait. Like I said, I'm a K-Dot fan. What he do, I'm cool with. I have no grounds. I don't need to speculate. I'm cool with whatever he got going on. I roll with it because it seems to always be next level. Always doing something that's like, you know what? Damn, that was a good ass idea. Damn, that was a nice little sneak attack. Like, oh shit, that was a nice move. And also like how he was, that whole video thing where he's giving all those subliminal messages to people he admired, the Tupac, the Roots, all the cats he liked. And I was like, I love that shit, you know. And it's like one of those, I'll let the people, you know, figure that shit out and let them talk about it. But he hasn't said anything about anything right now. So I'm just enjoying the show.
Oh man, boy, is it a show to enjoy,
It's just a show, man, and I love it because it's making you pay attention to, you know, he's paying homage to the, you know, to the dudes who came before him, and the dudes he respect, and it's kind of on the same line as the people we love. So, like I said, hats off to him for doing that, and just, you know, ushering in these young cats into, you know, the shit that we came up on, which I dig. That's a big plus on that one. So
now, one thing I know I ran over, speaking of TDE and Associates, and I don't know who they're going to have as their opener, and I think this would be the ultimate in petty if he did this, since he already working with TDE on this. Why don't you make it a full TDE show, man? Go ahead and get Groovy Q back up on there.
Some app. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Damn. Watching the game.
What happened? What happened? This our show. What happened?
Dude just knocked the goddamn quarterback's helmet off. Damn.
Is it still tie score?
It's 19-16 overtime. What you call it? Texas. Shit. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. We live. Not live. We record. But yeah. Yeah, man. I hope he does turn this into a black hippie. What you call it, man?
But also on some other stuff. Have you been paying attention to these Dolce performances, man?
Yeah.
Between the Tiny Desk and then that Colbert Show joint, Colbert Show joint was crazy.
Yeah, the lady just showed me what you call it. She's like, I'm really liking this Dolce. I was like, fired.
Yeah. That between, like I said, the Tiny Desk was crazy. The Camp Flognaw was crazy. The performance on there with her and her DJ and SZA getting down and doing their thing. But then that Colbert report, that Colbert Show performance that she choreographed herself, yeah, that was absolutely nuts. It's like, yeah, be petty. Everybody talking about stuff like how Dolce up for Grammys,
and that goes
out there showing what's cracking.
And that goes to my point on, just let him do what he do, man. I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm not trying to be Nostradamus on Kendrick. I want him to do what he do and watch the show, man. I'm the old head in this one, man. I like what Youngin got going on, man. I'm following the movement. Let him do his thing. I don't want to speculate because then I'll get pissed if it don't happen. So whatever he do, you know, I'm cool with.
Yeah, I'm with the action, no matter what it is, man. But you could always. It's Christmas time is coming up, man. You always gotta tell Santa what you want.
See, that's what I don't, because I never got what I wanted. That's why I don't like setting myself up. Damn it, I'm just sitting back like, man, I get what I get. I'm cool. I'm grateful for what I got.
See, now my household worked a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? I knew early that my daddy was Santa Claus, and my dad had a rule. He's up there, he's like, yo, where my paycheck land, my paycheck and my bonus actually lands after Christmas. So I could throw a little bit under the tree, but if you want what you want,
right on.
You gonna shut up and play ball, and then we could actually go to Children's Palace together.
My man.
Like, hey, I was lightweight spoiled. I was lightweight spoiled because I knew how to play the game. It's like, hey, Santa worked at Packard.
And also that shit is marked down after, the day after. We could go, you could go clean up. You only wanted one? I can get you four, right after, that Friday. I got you.
Dog, how you think I had the G.I. Joe had the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier, man? That joint was 30%. After Christmas, man. That joint started looking real affordable after Christmas.
Like I said, man, I just was grateful. I get what I get, man. I get what I get. I'm good.
Yeah. But Super Bowl is after Christmas. This tour is after Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell Santa was cracking, and I'm patient enough to be like, yeah, you ain't gotta run it right now. I don't need you to run it right now. But when that come around, could you go ahead and put this on the list too?
Hey, man, I just saw Georgia just scored 22-19 final overtime. They just pulled it out. So
wow.
Down goes Texas. Down goes Texas. So
wow.
About to get ready to watch this Big Ten championship. So what we got next, fam?
Okay, so landed the plane because of all this controversy around Mr. Kendrick Lamar, and go into that whacked out murals. Wayne was smart enough, at least as it goes right now, even though he said, he was the monster that could be waking up, and he want destruction. He don't want it, but he'll do it. All this stuff. So far, we haven't heard anything come out of Wayne's mouth. He was smart enough. Everybody quieted down. Kendra's camp is like, no matter what Wayne say, we ain't responding. Whatever, just let it ride. He's actually a Wayne fan. He just said, I let you know, I must have disappointed you. This kind of hurt.
That's it.
We did Mona Lisa together. We did other joints. I made a whole mixtape dedicated to you. I made C4, the Carter 4, dedicated to you, dog. What, like, for real? You playing me left?
Mm-hmm.
But the one person that didn't get mentioned by name decided that he had to say something so foul and so vile. And Charlemagne we talked about cats that got associations that got to get answered for. You looking funny like, Charlemagne, what's up with your mans? Come get your mans.
Yeah, that's what everybody's calling for. They was like, hey, where's Charlemagne at on this?
Yeah, because
he always got something to say about everything that's up. That ain't got nothing to do with him, but he got an opinion. What about your man, like you said? But go ahead lead him in with Mr. Schulz.
Okay, so Andrew Schulz, who I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I try to say dude's funny, and sometimes he is funny, but most of the time it's like, dog, you talking real reckless about stuff that you don't participate in. This goes down a long list of whose man's is this. Like, the only reason you could talk or be there is because of who your homeboy is. It's not like we don't actually want to hear from you, but you cutting wrestling promos and talking like you the show.
Right.
Like, dog, you ain't the show. You the side character, man. You need to pipe down, boy. And after Kendrick, he felt some kind of way because he knew it was about him when Kendrick said, we don't need no white comedians talking about black women. That's law. And homeboy sat up there and decided, rather than be like, yo, all right, one, he could have ignored it, and then we would have still had to speculate. That's where all these people with their egos, they don't understand. We have to speculate if you don't respond. He could have been, because the shoe fits for a lot of different comics. The shoe fits for a lot of different people.
Right.
And somebody brought that up. There's like about 8 people that comic could have been about, and everybody would have been up scratching their head, because that was even when Cat Williams, who also got shouted out in that song, said, I make Cat Williams proud with this one. When Cat Williams made the comments, everybody was scratching their heads like, who is Cat talking about? Is he talking about Joe Rogan's boys? Is he talking about this person, that person? Cat was like, I'm not telling you. I put a statement out there. Y'all point the finger at who y'all think it associates with, and that's that. Andrew could have shut the fuck up and just sat back and be like, oh, he wasn't talking about me, but I am going to bypass them subjects from now on.
Yep.
About his business. But he had to, in his infinite wisdom and self-awareness, had to be like, oh, nah, I'm going to double down on it. And made buck-breaking jokes about Kendrick. And like somebody said, putting it out there, is like, woke is the new nigga. If you wanna call somebody a nigga, but they can't call him a nigga, call him woke. And he's up there like, oh yeah, our woke king is up there like, dog, watch your mouth. But these cats is up there laughing and chuckling and letting them get him off. Yeah. And he's up there like, yeah, I think because of how small dude is, that I could literally sit up there and find him like, wait, first of all, when is those the jokes to make? I mean, we all sit back on 3PMD and everything else and laugh about Felice Johnson and everything else.
Right.
But going the Felice route on stuff and saying, yeah, I think I could fondle him. I think I could dominate him. We're going to go there in order to not say the things. And there's nothing he could do about it. And going pretty graphic. And like I said, you made Felice blush on that one. Actually, we did. That's what we need to do. Forget doing anything else. We need to turn Felice loose on Mr. Schulz. That's how you like to play.
This is what happens when certain people get comfortable in other people's houses, and it's like, dude, you're a guest, and you got a lot of folks who are co-signing them by either egging him on or not checking him, and like, hey, bro, where do you know? Like, who do you hang out with who play like that?
Yeah,
who let that fly out your mouth? Like, he has no guardrails on his team or whatever. Nobody to, no checks and balances. Nobody to tell him like, hey, bro, it's not gonna go the way you think, man. These cats they play for keeps. Don't underestimate these dudes, man. Don't underestimate their reach. You talking real reckless, and
Mm-hmm.
People could get fucking touched,
But
for less. For less.
But here goes the whole thing, because he addressed that in there. Oh, I know who he's affiliated with, and they could mess me up in the street like that. No, we gonna mess up your pocket, dog. Because
You see what I'm
this
saying?
is
That part. Yeah.
honestly, me personally, now this and these types of accusations, because this isn't hearsay or whatever. This is what you said you could do, would do. And
Right.
this is, I didn't enter a rap beef with you. I didn't give you one. I didn't throw no mud at you in the manner to let you go there. Now
Right.
this comes up to, all right, I need you deplatform, because now I'm gonna come back around with what Drake was trying to use. Like, oh, would they have gone against me if I was Taylor Swift? Now I'm gonna hit you with the fact that I said that I don't feel this white guy can say this about black women. This is the way he did. Now he turns back around and talks about doing essays to me,
Right.
and that's funny. Now, is essay humor funny if I was a woman? Is that hilarious? And put that out there. Like, is this what we doing? Is this a cool thing? I would get a deplatform bigger than Stu. And like I said, you don't have to go legal. You just have to put it in the court of public opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it out there. And honestly, this puts a funny light on his man's, because he was dodging them charges
Yes,
on
sir.
that. And so
Yeah.
it's like, I'm gonna call your man's up. It's like, so after you beat them charges on such an offense, your man is up there joking about that type of thing. Is that the proper look for your show?
And I'm sure Charlamagne is like, God dang, now I got to explain this on my
Mm-hmm.
platforms, on his show, on Breakfast Club, all that stuff. I'm sure somebody even called up or somebody sat up in there and was like, dude, so what's up with your man? Y'all still tight like that? That's your roadie? Okay, that's how y'all moving. I got it. All right, now, like you said, that's Kendrick can knock two birds out with one stone, on this one, if he
Yeah.
wanted to, if he want to press the issue. So
Yeah, I don't have to. If we go into court, the only court I'm going to is the court of public opinion. I'm a mess your paper up.
that's it.
Next question
That's
I'm going
it.
to ask is, so this is what we joking about. This is what's going on. You saw that mother eye line fell real flat, because it's like, dog, we talking about serious situation happened with my mama. Not what happened with me. Is that where you want to go?
Mhm.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want to do to the culture?
Hey, like
And
I said,
it's
man,
like,
we've seen how this young man moves, and I'm sure something, he'll in his roundabout way,
mhm.
it'll get addressed. And it's one of those, if you're paying attention and if you got both ears, open and both eyes open, yeah, you'll be able to figure out what the hell's going on. And again, my first default wasn't violence. Like you said,
No.
it was one of those like, dude, I'm gonna make sure you watch me eat. That's what I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna do. I'm gonna make sure you watch me eat.
Make
Like
sure.
you said, your pockets start to hurt, and then you go on your little apology tour, and and try to fix what you done did.
Honestly, I look at that dude no different than we looking at Mr. Graham. He's going to be a spiraler, because for the fact that, like I said, sometimes shutting up speaks louder than
Mhm.
actually ringing off. We
The
could have
more you,
speculated. We could have
the less you
speculated.
talk, the less you talk, the more they listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So,
instead, you opened your mouth and opened a can of worms. That's a can of worms I wouldn't have wanted, me personally. Somebody called me out, and then I go and just jump 2 feet in on that one. But yeah, just
yeah.
wanted to put that in there on the dude. Like, yo, Charlamagne, your man is absolutely foul. He's a piece of shit. And if you keep rocking with him, if you keep rocking with him, you a piece of shit for rocking with him. And yeah, that's gonna make you look funny in the light too. I wouldn't mess up my money with it. I would go back to the Breakfast Club. We have to retool. We have to retool that Brilliant Idiots. If
Yeah.
either he gonna have to go on a foot. If we gonna continue the Brilliant Idiots, man, you gotta apologize, dog. You gotta apologize.
Do
You
something.
gotta humble yourself, or we might have to put this on hiatus. But I can't be sitting next to you, especially as many times as Charlemagne like to jump on that high horse, you know, that
Mhm.
moral high ground, and this is what you running with. This
That's
this
it.
ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. But yeah, just wanted to bring that in right there. Anything else we going over? Anything else we want to hit up real quick in any of this to finish it up?
I'm good, man. We could bounce this one out. Well, close it down, brother. Yeah, I'm good. Shout out to the team.
Yeah,
Uh, shout out to my co-pilot. Shout out to everybody, all the new subs. Appreciate y'all, man, and keep doing what y'all do. Don't forget to hit us up at tpublic.com. Get the
slash the
merch.
beat down.
Slash the beat down. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that you got to like the whole thing, like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole
Uh-huh.
thing. You know. Yeah, but get up with us, please. Keep getting up with us. Get down in the comments. Let us know what y'all want to hear, and let us know what you don't want to hear. Yeah,
Yeah.
get at us.
Yeah. If you don't say anything, we don't know. We just gonna keep going. We gonna be here. We gonna do our thing, but you gotta let us
Right
know
on.
what you want to hear, what y'all don't want to hear, or whatever, and be respectful. Because understand, we do come lock and loaded. If you come out of pocket, we are going to smoke you on this one.
We'll
We
make
ain't gonna
time
let
for
around.
you. We'll make time for you.
Yeah, I got a couple seconds every day. You know what I'm saying? It don't take long, so you know what
Right
I'm
on.
saying. Keep it respectful, and we keep it moving. But yeah, and if we don't get you, our people will understand that.
That part.
So yeah, take a page from Mr. Schultz and Mr. Graham. Uh, Sometimes there's some things that can go better not said than what you got to say, but by all means, say something. Just watch what you say.
My man.
And, but with that being the case, we thank y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to my co-pilot right here, man. And we landed the plane. And we gonna get out of here. Peace.
Peace.